Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a case law decided by the High Court of Telangana on two aspects. Number one is whether the magistrate is competent to order for deportation of a foreigner. This is number one. Main crux is this one. Suppose if a foreigner cheats the people, under which provision of law he can be booked? And lastly, then what is the remedy? If the magistrate cannot deport him, then what is the remedy left out? So these 3 points will be discussed. While deciding the criminal petition in number 4396 by 2021 on 22nd June 2021, the single judge K. Lakshman of Telangana High Court. So while disposing the case of Bailey Guy Laundry, Bailey Gui, G-U-I, Bailey Guy Laundry they have pronounced, versus State of Telangana, held that the magistrate has no power to order for the deportation of a foreigner at the time of judgment. So this is very clear. But we have to see the other alternative. How he has to be deported to his country? So let us know the details of the case first so that you can appreciate better. So here the plaintiff or the accused, Mr. Bailey Gui Laundry, he is a resident of Ivory Coast. You may be knowing Ivory Coast is located in West Africa. He came to India with valid passport to do some job in India. So his passport is valid up to 30/10/2022. Next year, till next year it is valid. And his visa in India, it expired on 7/2/2020. So he is overstaying in India. Of course, since he came to India on employment visa, of course, and something happened, I will tell you later. So while during his stay in India, he has cheated the gullible public, stating that he is an employee and so, he is an officer of so company in Ivory Coast, and that he would provide employment to the jobless people. Saying so, he has duped them to so many lakhs of rupees. He cheated them literally. So using the computer resource, here he has done the identity theft using the computer resource. Actually, he is not a representative, he is not an employee of the particular company. But still, he has cheated them. Of course, you may be knowing this Nigerian cheating is quite common, and gullible people fell prey to such people only. So happened. Of course, the matter was reported to Cyberabad Crime Police. So they registered 2 cases in crime numbers 198 by 2019 and another 137 by 2020, both under sections 417, 419, 420. You all know this is regarding cheating. And section 66C, that is a debt identity theft, and 66D, that is cheating of the Information Technology Act 2000. So section 66C deals with punishment for identity theft. That means he gave identification that he is from so-and-so company, but actually he is not an employee of that company. And second point is cheating, 66D. Of course, even according to Information Technology also, it is an offense since he has used the computer. Cheating by the use of computer resource, it is 66D. General cheating is under 419, all of you know. So case is registered against him. He was brought before the court and he was arrested, and charge sheet was filed against him. Both of them were given CC numbers. Ultimately, the trial was also held. Here the main thing, the witnesses turned hostile, whatever it is, he was acquitted in the case. So he was acquitted in both cases, no doubt, under section 248 CRPC. So 248 CRPC says the magistrate, after concluding the case, he can give conviction or acquittal. Here he has acquitted the case. Magistrate ordered, yes, acquitted. Now the main point is, he is in judicial custody, he is in jail. Then what to do with him? Normally, when he is in custody, the magistrate will order that he should be set free. But here he is another national, his visa has already expired, then how to do it? So the magistrate has given the deportation orders. So but still the police did not leave him, he was in jail. right? Now he says that, so since he was acquitted, already he was released from the jail and he was kept in the custody of Cyberabad police. Of course, the police started their work. Before that, let me tell you that this man has approached the Honorable Court under Section 482 CRPC that still, even though the court has given the deportation order, still he is in the custody of the police. So he may be freed. So he can go to say whatever place he likes. But he doesn't have valid visa. Right? So apart from this, the police, they started the proper procedure. So they have approached the Foreigners Regional Registration Officer called as FRRO, Bureau of Immigration. So Government of India, it has got a branch in Shamshabad, Hyderabad also. So they have addressed him on 17/5/2021 and I requested him to issue the deportation orders because he is the competent person. Right? So he directed that the orders will be late till such time according to Foreigners Registration Act. So section 3, he has ordered this man not to stir out of Cyberabad police station because there is a process, deportation process will take 1 month. So till such time he should not move out of the police station. So he has got powers. This man FRRO has got powers. FRRO directed P, the plaintiff, not to move out of the premises of CCS Hyderabad. Right? So actually thinking that the deportation orders will come, the Cyberabad police, they have booked a ticket for him on 2/6/2021, but the airways, of course it was delayed. Even Qatar Airways also refused. That is another story. So if he moves out, definitely he is punishable under section 14 of the FRRO Act. Now the High Court has clearly stated that the magistrate has no power to issue orders of deportation because orders of deportation, they are to be followed in a separate procedure. So the learned magistrate is not competent or he has erred in giving such direction. And that too, he has not given any reasoned decision for the deportation. This is also found by the High Court as a fault, lacuna on his part, whatever it is. So now the main request of the petitioner that he has to be set free is rejected and he has to get back to Ivory Coast after the procedural formality is over. So friends, this is one good case. Here in Mongol also such things happened. One person, maybe by name Murugan, I don't remember, in 2015 or so, he wanted to take some people from Ithamukala to Canada as refugees, and of course he was when he was gathering them at Suradipalam or so, he was arrested, case was registered and case ended in acquittal. But this magistrate, Ongole magistrate, I think Mr. Shravan Kumar was there, so he did not give such orders. Of course, by the time I think he was on bail, he did not give orders. Anyway, so till appeal time, he was in Mongol and after 6 months only, he has gone back to Sri Lanka, which is his native place, and in Canada, his son is residing there. So these are the actual things. So an important point of whether magistrate can give deportation orders or not, now we have discussed it. And the other remedy also, that means we have to contact the FRRO. This also we discussed it. So please see the video once or twice and enrich your legal knowledge regarding the international law also. Thank you very much.